What's up, y'all? Cliff and Chandra here from Not Gospel Studios. We are continuing our journey into Tom MacDonald discography.
Yes.
I feel like so far, last week we did church. Mm-hmm. I feel like we're finding out more and more about Tom MacDonald. If he is to be believed that he's just sharing his heart on these songs, mm-hmm. then you're finding out the character of who he is and his story and what he's been through.
Yeah.
You know, and so.
And I come into this knowing nothing except he has face tattoos, braids. Except for in church, that beautiful hair.
But now, I think to say now, you know he's got beautiful blonde hair. But yeah, we're gonna dive into songs that you guys have been telling us. We're grateful for you guys sort of coaching along, saying, "Hey, do this, do that." A lot of people in the Hangover Gang have responded to these videos. One of the bigger videos you guys told us to respond to was his song "Sober."
Mm-hmm. Which I'm surprised church was all about trying to get sober. I'm wondering what sober is. Because
of how the previous song made us feel. We're going to react to Sober, and we're going to talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about it. So already, I'll say this from the thumbnail. I mean, I think we're in for something.
Like, I want to cry just looking at it.
Yeah, I mean, he's crying, and he's shirtless, and so he's got like lots of tattoos, and it's like Tom MacDonald and Madchild featuring Nova Rockafeller, and I'm sure she did the video. She does all those videos. Here we go.
What up, y'all? My name's Tom. Little while back was an alcoholic. Had a mental breakdown like a year ago. Came close to put me in a coffin. Damn. After the hooker I loved, after I did all the drugs, after I finally got fired for showing up late to the job, hella tired and drunk. After the oxys, I put up my nose with my boss on the oil rigs when I was young. After my ex cut her wrists and the cops thought I stabbed her and beat me, then put me in cuffs. After I totaled my car trying to run from the cops with a kilo of coke in the trunk. After I drank till I rotted my teeth on my head, got infections in all of my gums. After I couldn't get hard cause the vodka and porno sedated me till I was numb.
He's describing a very sad,
you
hard lifestyle.
You are blushing right now. This is
that's some real stuff people are going through.
If that's his real life, it's like we talk about writing songs in the band, and we talk about we don't want to overcomplicate it. We just want it to be like a conversation. Like, what's the simplest way? If I was talking to you and I was going to explain to you this, how would I say it? Mm-hmm. And then make that rhyme a little bit and make it a song. And I feel like he's doing that.
Songwriting, backflips.
Well, I feel like it's what he's doing.
Yeah.
You know, like he's literally talking about instance by instance the way substance abuse has wrecked his life or had wrecked his life.
And I do wonder how much of it is true, how much of it just to fit the song and the narrative versus like, did he really... Like his girlfriend tried to stab herself, and then he get blamed for beating her, and a cop beat him up.
And they chase him with a kilo of cocaine in his car.
And did his teeth fall out, and his gums get all swollen? Like,
did he have to get like what are they, veneers or whatever they are? Did he have to? Does he have veneers because his teeth rotted out with all the?
And see, we live in Kentucky, and I'm in a county that's right next to the poorest county in like the United States or something.
Yeah.
Where meth is huge, and this is a lot of people's lives.
Yeah, there's. I mean, I see people that I graduated with that look like they're 70 years old, or whatever.
Yeah.
And some of those that come on the other side of that and that have had life change from meth and all these other things, like. You know, they're wrestling with the fact that they feel so much older and they made these decisions to get to this place, you know, and they're aware of what people are looking at them and how they've, you know, like, and that's a hard place to be.
I just wonder how much of it is personal to him versus the story.
Do we know that all of this is like for sure, like this happened to him? And if so, or if some of it is him kind of relating to a friend or whatever.
Yeah.
If you guys know the story on that or where we can find that info or whatever, like let us know.
After I couldn't escape from the basement I rented and went to go live with my mom. After I cheated on people I needed and lied trying to hide from the guy that I was. Then I got sober, the madness was over. Now I am proud of the man I become, I'm finding someone that I know again. I started climbing out the hole I'm in. Fighting demons and I know I'll win. It's time for me to mend these broken wings. Life has been hard, I know it gets better. This is a war.
That took a whole turn I did not expect.
Oh, that like second chorus, or whatever,
Yeah.
where it got like singy and stuff.
Yeah, and celebrate-y. Like,
So this is very much more. Yeah, to me,
Yeah.
this is like, you can do it, man.
yeah.
You know, even though it talks about all the awful stuff, even more in more descriptive detail than Church did.
Yeah.
This is like serious stuff he went through. It's way more like a celebration. Like, we can
Yeah.
do it.
I was just shocked by that.
Yeah.
What are they saying?
Sounds like whoa, ayo, ayo.
Oh,
If that's what they're saying, I can't really tell in the video. If they're saying whoa, ayo, ayo, it almost feels like he's kind of.
I didn't know if it was an acronym for something in AA or something. I didn't know what they were saying. But if
I
it's
think
just
it's
like,
even-
whoa.
If it is whoa, ayo, ayo, it's so tongue in cheek that he may be making fun of that. Other songs, big songs, have whoa. It was like the classic thing. Put some whoas in there, whoa, kind of thing. I don't know, but I mean, the message of all the other stuff is pretty. Like I said, it's way
Yeah.
more uplifting than the previous.
What up, y'all? My name's Madchild. I've been off to Xannies for a while now. I was waking up feeling suicidal, but I think I'm finally starting to smile now. Man, I lived a hell of a life. I've been to hell and back twice. Lost $10 million, 3 different addictions. Don't tell me about paying the price. From penthouses with top models, hanging with strippers with pop bottles. You're anxious and hiding alone in my room from the world. I was pissing in pop bottles. From chart top and being a roll.
Who is this?
That's Madchild. I
I've
don't know.
never seen this person before in my life.
Me either.
I've never heard this voice, and it doesn't match how he looks physically. This is all shocking. I kind of
Yeah.
like his voice though. It's different.
Yeah, he looks like someone in 30 plus, like 30s, 40s or something, and like this. Like
I'd
he
say
looks like,
50s.
yeah, he looks like he's lived some life.
Yeah.
Gray on the hair and stuff, and like it's.
At first, I thought it was gonna be Tom MacDonald rapping and some like, but voicing the different characters around the.
Yeah.
But I was like, no, that's him.
Yeah, that's what I thought too at first. I was like, "What up?" It's like, who's got some guy from the AA group? But no, that's Madchild.
Wow.
Wow.
A role model to flop records and lost follows. When I cop product at a month's worth. When I left the spot, cops followed. Saw a photo, it was only face, cause I was 85 pounds overweight. Mental breakdown trying to catch a plane. Wasn't Madchild, I was only Shane. My puppy Lola was my only gang. Had to put my baby in a grave. I walked away from every brick I laid so I could build a new wall to keep me safe.
I'm finding someone that I know again. I started climbing out the hole I'm in. Fighting demons and I know I'll win. It's time for me to mend these broken wings. Life has been hard, I know it gets better. This is a war that I'll fight forever. I have my scars, I'll always remember when I lost it all and never surrendered.
Whew.
So before it gets into this next thing, the thing about the imagery that like I didn't get the connection at first when Tom MacDonald was in his bed rolling around, but with Madchild, it's clear and obvious
They're
going
sweating
through
it out.
withdrawals
Yeah.
and like fighting to get clean.
Yeah.
And with him, he was like sweating and like ripping at the sheets kind of thing. It was like very clear. Like it was very much an excellent job of any description I've heard of that, like depicting what that's like.
Yeah, and if Nova Rockafeller did this video also, then it's awesome. I really like it. And I wonder if he wrote the song with almost this vision of mind of how AA can be about we're all telling our stories and then we're celebrating someone else's, achievements and
Yeah.
stuff. Or if she's heard his song and said, this is visually how I want it to look. Either way, it's awesome.
Yeah, I wonder
Yeah.
that too. I believe part of me feels like she's got to be there for the writing process and everything. They're so
Yeah.
connected. So when he's writing it, recording it, she's probably getting these visuals in her head of what it looks like.
Yeah.
And then And if they've lived this kind of life, if this is close to home, it obviously, it's kind of like us doing Big Little Church. Like it's easy. You got so much like content to pull from because you've been working in churches and you know the cringy nature of what happens in some church work. If they've been to AA meetings and they've been working through this stuff, they know that stuff. The one thing I will say is interesting is, are they saying when the people fade away from the chairs, are they saying that they've gotten where they don't need group anymore? Like they kind of graduated out and like don't need it anymore.
Yeah.
It's kind of like celebrating that, or
people who go in and out.
people who go in and out and go back
Yeah.
struggle with it.
When you fall down and the world's closing in, you can get up again, up again. Life has been hard, I know it gets better. This is a war that I'll fight forever. I have my scars, I'll always remember when I lost it all and never surrendered.
Yep, she did it too.
Yeah.
And I don't know anything about Nova Rockafeller. Zero, nothing. And this is the most I've actually seen or heard of her. And she's very attractive. And she's obviously very talented.
Well, she must have saw Tom's beautiful long blonde hair, and that was it. Sold on. That would be a song that I like the message from it. It wouldn't be a song that is on my playlist all the time. Probably because I hadn't struggled. Like, it means something different to other people who've struggled with that significantly.
Yeah. I feel like that's a song that, while I don't personally identify with it, I would show it to people who's going through something.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, and because it feels so real, it's like that's basically a virtual, like a glimpse into an AA meeting.
Yeah.
You know.
Now, in the Christian world, we have something called Celebrate Recovery.
I was just going to say that, yes.
It's based on the AA model, but and AA does use Christian concepts in the beginning.
Yeah.
Like that's how it got founded.
Like the what is it? The
Serenity Prayer.
Serenity Prayer, the prayer of serenity that's on this little medallion that we're wearing.
Yeah. Oh, mine's
You're
just
not
got my
wearing
name
yours.
on it.
If you're still struggling with sobriety, and if you've had issues with church in the past or whatever, like a good pathway to see people in church in the Christian faith who are interested in changing their community for the better. Celebrate Recovery is a place to find that.
Yeah, but it's not just for alcohol addicts, like people who are coming off drugs, sexual addictions, all
hurts, hang-ups, and something else. Like hurts, hang-ups, and I can't remember the last one. It's like 3 H's. It's people with hurts, hang-ups, and something. Heartache or something like that. So it's all kinds of things. You know?
Yeah. I like the video.
Yeah, I'm
continually impressed by the Nova Rockafeller's video stuff.
Yeah. This either shows Tom's range as an artist and their range as a group of artists.
Yeah.
And how she influences not even just the video but the song sometimes, or it shows his evolution. Because if Sober was a couple years ago, to what now is.
I wanna hear another song by the guest rapper on that. What's his name?
Madchild.
Madchild. I found him interesting enough that I want to go hear more stuff that he does. He has a unique sound to his voice. On his line when he said that he had a child that passed away, and the only person he had on his team was a dog. Yeah. It was heartbreaking.
I feel like if Tom's story was kind of crazy and he was way more into alcohol than the drug side, although he talked about alcohol and everything rotting his teeth out and stuff, I feel like Madchild was like a 100% tons of money drug addict, like just into it heavy.
Yeah.
It almost feels like Tom
got out of a lifestyle.
Well, shared more of his story details and stuff versus Madchild's was like the overview of this and this and this happened, and that's how deep you're getting in this song for me, you know. So
I felt like MacDonald was. That came out so weird.
MacDonald. Now a word from our sponsor.
I just felt like
TM. You want to call him?
It seemed like he visited a lifestyle and got out of it, whereas the other guy, it seemed like he was the lifestyle, you know?
A music standpoint and what he's doing, I feel like you. Like, even though the parts of that aren't my favorite thing production-wise, I would show that song to somebody, even as like a witnessing tool.
Yep.
Like, check this guy out and check these people out who had super difficulties that I, in ways, can't relate with.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for watching this. Let's talk about it in this reaction. We are still diving into this thing. We're going to keep going on this journey through some of his songs, his discography. Like, share, subscribe if you would. That would be awesome. We are completely blown away how you all have responded to our content. Like, and we are from the sincerest gratitude. That's all we have is gratitude for finding a community of people who
Are good people.
good people who appreciate what we have to say and what we have to add to the conversation. Don't forget to continue to support independent creative content. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Keep an eye out for Big Little Church. And as always, keep being awesome, because that's how God made you. Let's talk about it.